Election season is here. It's time to get you the numbers.
On Monday, we brought you the Times Now National Poll Projection Survey.
Blockbuster debut for Jagan.
If Modi can't take Gujarat, what can he take? I mean, quite frankly.
Which ally would want to put in their eggs in a basket that's sinking?
An exhaustive survey where we guaranteed 100% results.
Who is going to form the next government in India if elections were to be held now?
Though Congress is losing, but BJP is gaining.
Yeah.
But in terms of seats, UPA versus NDA, NDA is not gaining.
This was the only survey in collaboration with Sea Voter that gave state-by-state breakup of how political parties will perform if elections were held today.
The big story which emerges here is that Mamta, Mulayam, Jayalalitha and Mayawati will hold the key to what happens in Delhi.
The poll survey throws up two very obvious facts. One, that the UPA is decreasing in its groundswell. And two, that the NDA is on an upswing, though not gaining as much as the UPA is losing. But what is the third surprising finding of this poll survey is the fact that it is the third front and the fourth federal front which seems to be gaining completely unprecedentedly. And that leads us to the speculation on whether it is going to be the mighty regional satraps who are going to play a more important role, or the national parties really diminishing in their importance. Will the regional parties be the king and the kingmakers in the elections of 2014? Hello and welcome to this edition of Politics First.
First up, Tamil Nadu, our survey showed that AIADMK would retain its firm grip as a regional power, and it will translate into votes in 2014.
Let's get D. Raja's response to Jayalalitha's sweep of Tamil Nadu. 29 seats, I would say that's one of the people who could, you know, in a hung situation be projected as a prime ministerial candidate if she wishes to.
She will be a key player and she is very political. She knows what should be done, what should not be done. And
no, will she want to be prime minister?
Don't take her for granted.
Senior journalist Rajagopalan feels those state and central elections are two different games altogether. Jayalalitha shall continue to maintain her lead in the Lok Sabha as well as the state. He predicts very limited gains for the DMK.
An internal feud in DMK, plus the cadre of DMK is totally upset, be it MK Stalin or Mr. Aragiri. The feeling one gets after talking to senior DMK leaders that cadre is upset. Kanimuri's projection in the Rajya Sabha had suffered a setback for DMK. It has become a family concern. Therefore, I do think that it is DMK is getting decimated.
Even as the experts give no chance to DMK in its fight for 2014, the BJP will be pinning its hopes to stitch up an alliance with Jayalalitha, while the Congress party is most likely to slant towards its erstwhile ally, the DMK.
What about Tamil Nadu? Do you think Congress can work also with Jayalalitha the way they have worked with Karunanidhi, the DMK?
Look, we can't say. Karunanidhi ji and the DMK have been a strong partner with us for the past 8-9 years, and it's only on a very small issue that they express reservations and therefore they quit the government. But they also giving us issue-based support. There is no reason why they won't support us even in important bills. And therefore, what our alliances would be, obviously history would in some sense shape that, whether it will be with the DMK or the NKP or we will go alone, all that Mr. Antony will decide.
What about Tamil Nadu? Because we know for a fact that when it comes to Jayalalitha, at least there are reports that Jayalalitha is known to be close, at least have a good relation with the man of the moment for the BJP, who's the election committee chief, Mr. Modi. Are you hoping that AIA-DMK will be a part of NDA?
Absolutely hoping for all the possibilities, but my first hope is that we get the maximum numbers. We ourselves have the numbers that whatever minimum support, if at all we need, we can look at it at that time. But for all you know, the number which we will get will surprise many.
Here in Mumbai, Mamata Banerjee is on her first ever meeting with business leaders. She hopes to attract investment into her state in a desperate bid to change the perception of West Bengal, battling heavy criticism against her ways of governing the state.
Our survey though showed that though the left has made significant gains in West Bengal, the TMC will continue to keep a very strong grip over close to half the Lok Sabha seats from the state.
So Mamata Banerjee, very strong, 6.8% more vote compared to the assembly elections. But the important story that the left would look at is that compared to 2009, when they got 15 seats, the left is making a slight recovery.
It's a very small.
It's significant.
I think Mamata Banerjee's popularity is holding. And in fact, the left is far from regaining its position. I don't subscribe to this. I think the left will possibly lose 2-3 more seats rather than gain any. But it is a bipolar election, and the Congress is getting decimated, as you can see.
Under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee, TMC would carry on playing that role, which would be a very important national role in coming elections and in coming days. And it's too early to say that who is going to be at the helm of affair, whether it's going to be led by a regional party or a national party.
Left should consolidate itself in a new way, because they need much more new leaders to take over the task what they're doing now. So what is important for them is to organize themselves in a much better way to do well in the forthcoming election.
You see, I am being humble. I do not say that we are the deciding factor. There will be others. There will be others. But the left cannot be ignored. And I am quite sure the others don't want to ignore the left.
I favor this federal structure, but I am in favor of stable government also. Please remember that national party, state party, if they want to do together, the federal structure will be strengthened. Otherwise, no. Political purpose, one party may come, one party may go. But the democratic system, the system of our constitution, it will continue. So it is the people's choice. I cannot say, I am not the political astrologer. It is the people of this country, they will decide the factor and the fact for the future. We leave it to the people.
Mamata ji is a maverick, and she has her way of functioning. Even when she was in government, she used to very often have her own point of view, and very often, perhaps not as maturely as one may expect, she had a way of expressing it and sometimes acting on it, but that is different. I mean, that is what she is. However, she is the chief minister there. She is free to do what she feels like. With regard to UP, as I again said, it really depends on the A.K. Antony committee and what the circumstances will be in each state.
Up next in our political survey was the state of Bihar, where a clear divide between the two regional players, the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Janata Dal United, has positively impacted the third and the most crucial player of all now, Lalu Prasad Yadav's Rashtriya Janata Dal. But once again, repeating and reiterating the same old story all over again, rise of the regional players.
We have a surprising result in Bihar, ladies and gentlemen. One side's not going to like it. 40 seats in Bihar always determines the way national politics goes, and Nitish Kumar is not going to like this result. But that's what it is.
Arnab, if you look at the current trends that we have, it's some sort of a perfect three-way split.
But I would just want to say one thing to all our viewers. The JDU on its own had 24+% of the vote last time. Our projections are saying they're going at about 20%.
Yes.
If they're going about 20%, that really means that you are giving way to everyone to eat into you without a strategic tie.
Nitish Kumar never had any national ambitions, but besides that, now with due respect to all the poll projections that have come and all the people who must have put in a lot of hard labor, I will disagree a lot to these projections. Now, because as one of your gentlemen just said, I don't think he has got the full reactions of the minority votes, number one, as things are developing. And number two, one thing I would definitely disagree totally is the projections about the RJD seats. And RJD might be getting the spoils of the various parties, but I don't think Bihar is ever wanting to go back to that era again.
When I have not conducted a survey, so I cannot disagree with the surveys simply because I don't like it. Even I would like to see RJD going to 20 plus seats, what we were into 2004. But the fact is that your survey very beautifully, the survey of Yashwant, brings out the fact that people are intelligent enough. They can make a distinction between secularism as a face and secularism as a facade.
I really have doubt that any party other than JDU will even come in two figures. And as far as we go, we are very much sound and we are very much confident of our ground, the realities, because we are people from the ground, we are attached from the ground. And what is happening in Bihar in the last 1.5 months since the separation, people of Bihar are looking at it. They are watching that how the frivolous motives of other political parties and the demeaning nature of the politics shown by the opposition has come out in the fore. And we are really thankful that yes, we have taken a right decision of splitting at the right time.
I come from Bihar. I am touring extensively. Let me tell you, the results of Bihar are going to be astonishing. Extraordinary. It will surprise the country. The people of the state are very angry, very, very disappointed as to the manner in which Nitish Kumar has sought to split the whole coalition which was voted to ensure better governance in Bihar. And the popularity of Narendra Modi in Bihar is to be seen to be believed.
Laluji has been an our ally in the past. For whatever reasons best known to him, he broke that alliance. As of today, he does support us, but there are other parties there's been a change scenario. So what emerges, we really don't know.
In Orissa, the gains are strongly for the BJD, a party that has consistently improved its tally in the last 13 years, particularly more after its infamous split with the Bharatiya Janata Party.
In the state of Orissa, which is a politically very significant state, Chandan Mitra, it's a state you're very keen on, the story is not good for the BJP. I don't see the BJP in our numbers, though it had been projected you'd get 2 in April, 1 in May, but it seems that you will not be gaining any seats in, as per this poll. You have a right to contest this on the program. The BJD loses 2, and those 2 extra seats have gone to the Congress party.
Ever since Mr. Naveen Patnaik broke his alliance with the BJP without any apparent reason, the BJP has been trying without great success to kind of really regroup and become the effective opposition.
Surveys are showing slightly different numbers, but they all show very good results for BJD, mostly showing either the same or slightly better than last time. Another recent survey has shown that 79% of the voters in Orissa are happy with Naveen Patnaik's leadership, are happy with the governance that BJD has provided in Orissa. So I think these are all good signs.
Naveen Patnaik, in my assessment, is a very shrewd politician. He plans out things very well, and he can carry out his decisions with a kind of surgical finesse. So I don't know what is in his mind. It's very difficult to gauge. Certainly we do not wish to try from our side to restore the alliance. He broke it, and therefore we have no desire to go back to him again. As far as his cozying up to the UPA, it is quite possible. I think he realizes his position is finally, after 13 years in power, is for the first time shaky, and he may be trying various options.
Our founder and party president Shri Naveen Patnaik has made it very clear that we are neither with Congress nor with BJP. We are equidistant from both of them. So there is no further room for any interpretation on that. In terms of, you asked about a federal front, that idea has been mooted. I think still it is somewhat early, but most of the parties that are promoting such an idea, they have got good success in terms of economic performance of their states. They have also had good success politically, getting re-elected many times. So there are some common themes, and if that idea starts taking shape, then certainly BJD will play a role in it.
Welcome back. Now with 80 seats in the fray, Uttar Pradesh and the results coming from here could well be the decider for 2014. Just who holds the edge here? Is Maya registering a strong comeback? Or is it the FP trying to retain its stronghold? The results of 2009 were a mixed one. With all political parties, the 2 regional and the BJP in the Congress
getting more or less equal shares. So how will it be this time? We found out.
The 22 seats that the Congress party go down to 5. So, you know, Rahul Gandhi's crowning glory moment of 2009 is going to be history.
At least you brought Rahul Gandhi now or not.
Second point is that Netaji, that is Mulayam Singh Yadav, said, I want 50 seats. He's not getting 53, he's getting 33, more than people expect. Will that hit his national ambitions?
I just want to say, in May, this is my home state. In May, I went to UP. In July, I went to UP for personal reasons. I disagree with this poll because I think the BJP is going to do better than what you've shown here. And BJP is going to be it is going to be Mr. Modi coming and making a presence in urban UP, which is going to polarize the other votes.
Sharad Pradhan, a senior journalist from Lucknow, feels this time the contest will be more angular than ever.
Since it is a national election, the national parties do come into play, particularly if Modi emerges on the scene. If Modi is going to contest from UP, which is largely being rumoured that he may contest from Varanasi or from Lucknow, in that case there may be a major tussle between the BJP and Samajwadi Party, because there will be heavy polarization of Hindu and Muslim votes.
Let the result come, and Samajwadi Party will be the largest party among the remaining third front. So naturally, the leader will be from the largest party.
In 2009, Mayawati dabbled into third front politics. She was seen meeting the left and carrying out what by then had famously been called Maya's dinner diplomacy. The diplomacy failed, with results proving unfavourable. But should that stop Mayawati from trying just one more time?
See, the point is whether you have Mayawati of the BSP or Samajwadi Party leader Mulayam Singh Yadav, they would like to be the kingpin in a new arrangement, particularly if they get around 30 seats. However, they have to also see what the other parties want, because with 30 seats, that's too small a number for them to really dictate or call the shots.
Though neither of them will agree about it in public, but for the BJP, the RSS voice is of prime importance. So what really are the views of the RSS regarding future coalitions? And if regional parties become all too important in the future, what will the RSS want the BJP to do? We try to find out.
At this point of time, you cannot conclusively say we will not be able to have more allies or less allies. The important point here is BJP is gaining strength, now it is accepted everywhere. BJP is going to improve its number tally and its performance and its vote share in every aspect throughout the country. It is now accepted.
The big takeaways for you. This election is seeing a huge vote against the Congress party, huge vote against the UPA. They are virtually decimated. There's no other word for it. The BJP has not been able to take advantage of the anti-incumbency vote. It's such a slow progress for the BJP at 131. Substantial losses in key states, somehow retaining its presence in states like Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. The only state where there's been a huge swing for the BJP is the state of Gujarat.
So what really is the national picture? The Congress realizes that a comeback like it got in 2009 could be slightly difficult now. But the rise of regional players could prove to be a reason for some sort of relief for the Congress. Because as things stand, for most regional outfits, the UPA is a more natural choice than the NDA. And then of course there is the option of Congress supporting a government from outside, just like it did in 1996.
There has been a growth in regional outfits over the past while, and while we are a federal polity, it has been seen that occasionally local and regional outfits excite fairly regional and almost parochial demands, and therefore are able to excite support of some group of people, and this kind of comes and goes.
Still early to make up one's reference one way or the other, because I think so far as projection in UP is concerned, we will pull it through. We are very sure of pulling it through, and we still have 6 months time where Mr. Modi will be campaigning personally, and after his campaign or 1 or 2 rallies have happened, we'll see the change.
With less than a year to 2014, the plot is fast changing. That it is a multi-cornered fight now is a no-brainer. Is it then the rise of the other front, the third, the fourth, or the federal front? With far too many political bellwethers, could these fronts ever be a practical option? And if they do manage to, how will India's politics play out post-2014? Will the regional satraps play the king or the kingmakers?